this real fast. Get rid of that. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure I could hear it because there's some issues sometimes about if you can hear me or not. So sorry about that. I just wanted to do this Q&A because it's my August one. I almost forgot about August. The month's been so busy, the summer's been so busy that I literally almost forgot about August until maybe 2 or 3 days ago. I was like, oh crap, I didn't do a Q&A this month. I decided to do it the last day of August. This would be my August one. It's also number 32. If you're wondering why it's called Fighting Spirit, it's because I got this yesterday from Hasbro Bolts. There you go. Yesterday, the Hasbro Fighting Spirit. It's the Fighting Spirit Green Ranger and Mighty Morphin. Mighty Morphin Putty. All right. Also from GameStop, I got Goldar. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, so they came yesterday. So I just wanted to show them real fast. I'll be doing reviews for them probably one day this week. So I'll probably go one day this week. Burning Extras here. It says video and audio is a bit clunky. How's it now? I know it was a little bit low. It was weird because I was on I had my volume up on my other one. Can you hear me now? Can you see me okay and everything like that now? Again, just in case you didn't see it, Fighting Spirit. The Lightning Collection Fighting Spirit. That's where the name came from for this one. Can you hear me, Bernie? Is everything okay with the volume? The audio is better now? Okay. Yeah, it was because I was listening to it on here on my laptop. I was listening to it. So it was you were hearing the feedback. That's why it was a little bit funky, I think, because it was the feedback. But everything should be okay now. Let's see. So you got any questions? Fire away. Let's talk about it. It's been a busy summer for everything. Like even D23 blew up last week. I mean, I think everything most of the things we talked about on Frontline Live last week was D23 stuff because it just dominated the news last week. We also had a couple of DC things, but not that much, like, Ray leaving and stuff like that. Comics-wise, we got Doomsday Clock number 11 coming out this Wednesday. So Frontline reviews are returning to comicfrontline.com, so I am going to be reviewing Doomsday Clock number 11. I know that. I'm not sure all the other ones I'm going to be reviewing, but I will be reviewing that one. I know that for a fact. Gotta break the question. Have you seen this season of 13 Reasons Why? It looks so laughably bad just from the trailers alone. Dude, I did see it, and it actually is really good. I would say this one is as good as season 1. So if you like season 1, you will like this one. It might be a little bit less than season 1, but it's right up there. Season 2 was different. It wasn't bad for me. I didn't hate season 2, but it was a different thing. This one, I think, gets back to it. They do try to humanize. Spoilers for anyone. Minor spoilers. I'll just go into minor spoilers because it's a couple weeks old now. They do try to humanize Bryce a little bit, but in the long run, we get to see a little bit. It's kind of like what they did with season 1. Okay, season 1, the whole thing was you don't know everybody, and everybody has a different story, and everybody sees the perspective through their lenses. They see their own perspective on things. And that's what this tried to do for us. We got a new character. We got the mystery was who killed Bryce, which is right from the trailer, so I'm not spoiling anything there. But the way that they went about playing it out, I really liked that. I thought it was a really good season. So I do think I enjoyed season 1 better, but this one was really good as well. I will say it wasn't as apologetic as season 2. I think season 2 was a lot of apologies, and I said that on our Media Matters when we did that. I think season 2 is a lot about apologizing for season 1, because a lot of people got all offense because they dealt with real stuff there. You know, season 1 was a lot of real stuff going down, and I think season 2 was about apologizing for that and trying not to offend anyone. Season 3 was like, screw it, we're going back to what the show was supposed to be about, tackling really hard subjects to talk about. So yeah, I did watch it. I enjoyed it. I also watched The Wu Assassin. That is really cool. If you like Iron Fist, or if you didn't like Iron Fist, um, I think you will like this either way, because I like Iron Fist and I like it. And I can see people who might have not liked Iron Fist be like, okay, this is a better show than that. So that's how I can see both sides watching that. Did you know that the writers of Avengers Endgame, Bernie Ecclestone says this, wanted to have the characters from the Marvel shows, from Daredevil and Inhumans, even show up in the final fight? Yeah, they wanted to, but they honestly could still have them show up. They could have had them. They could have had the Marvel character shows from Netflix in it, but they just can't use them in TV, because TV and movie are two different rights. So they could have had them in the movie, but I forget the reason why they said they didn't, but it is an illegal right thing, because Marvel TV and Marvel movie rights are two different properties. They're on two different licenses. So, but yeah, I knew that. I knew they were thinking about having like Daredevil, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, and Jessica Jones in that big ending brawl, which honestly they should have. But it would have been the one thing that really, and it was funny that you mentioned that, because I got into a discussion today on whether or not the Marvel Universe is a part of if the MCU is a part of the TV universe still. I was like, it always has been. And the person was saying, no, it's not. And I was like, no, it is a part of it. And they were like, no, it used to be. And I was like, until they disprove that it's not a part of it, it's still a part of the MCU. And Bernie says, I mean, if they manage to have Howard the Duck as a cameo in the background of Endgame, why can't Cloak and Dagger? I just think they didn't want to. Honestly, I think they're playing it safe with that stuff. They like to. I think the MCU likes to. What Marvel likes to do with that, or Disney, I should say, because Disney is the parent company of everything. Disney, I think, likes to oversee it all as the movies make them the most money, okay? The movies is what gets them the most money. So what they like to do is have the TV shows say, hey, we're in this world, and everybody watches the TV shows to, revenue and all that from advertisers and everything. But it makes them want to do it so this way they can see what comes in from the Marvel Universe. And then they tune into the Marvel Universe movies to check that out. So that's why I think they do it. So let me see. Other things on Netflix that I've been watching lately. I'm trying to think of if there's anything else on there. So I know I watched. I know I always watch Power Rangers. I always watch Star Trek. I always watch some of those shows. Like I have certain shows that I always go back and I rewatch them because I like to have them on a loop. Bernie says, what's weird is not joking when I say that apparently in the Endgame script, the show characters did appear at the end with all the other Avengers. Oh no, I know it's serious. I heard them say it in an interview. I forget what site I saw it on, what interview. It was, I think it was from a San Diego Comic-Con or something, or some kind of Comic-Con, I think it was. They were there, or maybe it was at the premiere. I can't really remember right now. I've seen him in so many interviews over the last couple of months. I think they did say it though in a live interview, like they were being interviewed on a carpet or something like that. And they said that they wanted to bring it in, but they didn't have the time or something like that. They gave some stupid reason why. But let me see. Let me see if I can get a Netflix show up here. Let me see if I can see what Netflix shows I watched recently. I know the Wu Assassins. That's really cool. Anybody who's into like martial arts and Asian mythology and stuff like that, the Wu Assassin is a really cool thing to watch. Um, Again, if you didn't like Iron Fist, it's just a show to watch. If you do like Iron Fist, but you didn't like that one, if you wanted something better, that would be a good thing to watch. Right now, I'm on Star Trek Voyager. I know I'm watching that. I just watched 13 Reasons Why. I'm rewatching The Good Witch again. I like that. I know I'm a Hallmark person. I like The Good Witch. I'm watching Power Rangers. I'm up to Power Rangers Samurai right now. On my Power Rangers rewatch. And I constantly watch NCIS. I think I'm up to season 6 on there. So those are the things that I'm watching right now on Netflix. Just I know no one asked, but I just want to throw that out there because earlier. What's going on with the New Mutants? I don't think anybody knows. I don't think anybody wants to know either. I think they're like maybe if everybody just stops talking about it, no one will remember it, and they can just like sweep it underneath the rug and get rid of it. But it's going to cost them money either way. Honestly, either way, Disney's losing money because when you buy a company, which Disney did, they bought Fox, 21st Century Fox. One thing you do is you don't only get their assets, you also get their debt. So Fox, 21st Century Fox did pay for that movie to be made. It was being produced. I think it was in post-production by the time the deal went through. So Fox already lost that much, however amount of money it was made on there, spent to make that movie. I'm not sure the figure on it, so I'm not going to quote any figure. But Fox already is out that much money, which means Disney, who now owns Fox and all their assets and all their debt, is out that much money. So either they do something like Dark Phoenix and release it and try to get some of that money back, or they can just say we're just going to eat the whole thing and we're not going to try to release it at all because it'll do more harm to our brand than it will to release it and try to recoup some money. So that's probably what's going to happen. They're during that stage where they're discussing: do we take the shot and get some money back, relieving us of some debt, or do we just say screw it? We don't want to hurt the brand, and we just trash the movie. What is the worst Star Trek movie in your opinion? Mine is Insurrection. J.J. Abrams movies, both of them. The third one wasn't that bad. It was more Star Trek than the first two, but I would say 2009 Star Trek and Star Trek Into the Darkness. Those two were the worst ones because they weren't Trek movies. They weren't Trek movies to me. To me, they were more of a Trek movie trying to be a Star Wars movie. Trek is about exploration, science, story, characters, and stuff like that. That was more about action and adventure, and it was a good sci-fi movie. Don't get me wrong, they were good sci-fi movies, but I don't think they were good Star Trek movies. So those two. Even the bad Star Trek movies, I like. I know a lot of people give Insurrection, like you said, is your worst movie. I like it. I liked Insurrection. I liked Nemesis. I liked Generations. I liked Search for Spock. I liked Undiscovered Country. I liked all the Star Trek movies, honestly, except for the J.J. Abrams too. Again, the third one was the best one out of it because for me it was the most like Star Trek. It had some Star Trek in it. It wasn't fully Star Trek, but it had some in it for me. What would happen if Discovery decided to do it? What would happen if Disney decided to do R-rated movies, live action or animated? Would they make money? Disney does do R-rated movies and stuff like that. They just don't do it underneath the Disney umbrella. See, Disney is a conglomerate. They own multiple studios. And what they do is they use one of their other studios to release that. Like, say if they do, because they already said Disney does not want to make an R-rated Deadpool. They want to make an R-rated Deadpool movie, but they don't want to include it in the Marvel Studios brand, because the Marvel Studios shows movies are all PG-13 or under. I mean, they're all like PG-13, I think. I don't think any of them is under PG-13. But anyway, they're all, like not R-rated. So they had no R-rated movies in there, and they don't want them to be R-rated because Disney likes having that, so this way they can put it on their Disney brand stuff. But what they could do is make Deadpool through their 21st Century Fox studio, because they still own that studio. The studio has not gone down. It has not gone away. They still own it. Disney also owns other studios that they could do it from. Let me see. I want to say it's this one studio, but I'm not sure. Just let me see. One section. One second. Touchstone Pictures. Okay, I was right. All right, I was thinking Touchstone, but I wasn't sure. Yeah. So they own that, and they can definitely do an R-rated movie through Touchstone. They've done that before, and that's what they do. They don't put it actually underneath the Disney brand. They do it underneath one of their other names. So it could be Touchstone. It could be 21st Century Fox now, but they will not make an R-rated movie underneath the Disney brand, because Disney is about family, and they don't want to ruin that image. You meant underneath the Disney umbrella. Honestly, I think if they ever even release an R-rated film under their umbrella, on banner, it will make money. Yeah, it will make money. I don't think it won't make money. I just think it would hurt their self-image in their own eyes. Walt Disney was very, very, very particular about his image and his brand. Okay, he created that brand, and he wanted it to be a certain thing. He wanted it to be a certain way. And if you go to Disney World today, you're not allowed to eat gum there, because they don't want it to be put on the ground. They don't want gum on the ground, So you're not allowed to eat gum inside of Disney World, Disneyland, or any other Disney parks. Okay, you're not allowed to eat gum there, and that's because they want it a certain way. Characters had to be certain heights, certain weights, certain builds, certain this, certain that, because they're very particular. Disney's always particular about their brand, so they don't want anything to disrupt their brand, and having an R-rated movie will disrupt their brand. So that's why they went out and they bought Touchstone Pictures, and now they have 21st Century Fox. They can use them to make anything that they want to make, like an R-rated movie or anything like that. Burning says they can put anything and it'll make a shit ton of money. They can put out anything and it'll make a shit ton of money. Not anything, honestly. I don't think, because Disney has had some flops. I just think right now their Marvel Universe movies are making it big bucks, and I think their revision movies, or however you want to call it, what they're doing, the remaking the live action, they're animated into live action. I think that's making money because of nostalgia. What they're doing with that is they're playing off nostalgia. Most of those movies are from the 90s and stuff that they're playing off of, and that's where those kids now, the people who went to go see those animated movies as kids, are now older, and they have money, and they want to go see movies, and that's why they're doing these little things, because they want to entice those people with the nostalgia, instead of re-releasing them every so many years on the Disney Vault, on DVD and video, which they were doing for a long time, like decades. They were doing that. Now they're doing they're reissuing it, but with a different twist, which is, instead of animated, they're live action now. I think it's for that. But yeah, Disney has made flops. They have made flops, and they so it's not like everything Disney does is gold. I hate when people say it like that, because they're like, oh, Disney always makes great movies. No, they don't. First of all, greatness is very subjective. What's great to you is not great to me. I had problems with a lot of their movies. I had problems with the MCU movies too. But I think people just go see them because they need it's curiosity, you know. And I think if DC started to really work on theirs, they can get to that point too. Because I think they could have done that with Batman Superman if they didn't kill themselves with those commercials and stuff. I think the commercials and the press stuff coming out, it was so different. People like, that's not what I want to see, you know. Especially when you had Marvel, who was doing stuff that was different but also very familiar. Especially when you look at it, like Captain America looked very Captain America. He did not look different in the comic books. Iron Man looked just like Iron Man from the comic books, you know. So I think people were like, okay, this is visually what I want to see. Let me go see if the movie's any good. And DC didn't even have that. Bernie says, canceled media has always been super fascinating to me. Um, Jay, what are some of your favorites? Some of mine are Spider-Man 4, the original Frozen storyline, and King of the Elves. So things that were supposed to come out but that were canceled. I'm not sure, because there's so many rumors going around, stuff, you know. Let me see. Spider-Man 4, I'm not that interested in, but Spider-Man 3 killed that franchise for me. I think Spider-Man 3 was like a not just a nail in the coffin. It nailed the coffin. It dug the hole. It buried it, and it threw the dirt on top of it, and then poured cement on top of that. I mean, like it was the death of that franchise for me. So I was never excited for Spider-Man 4. As weird as it might seem, maybe the sequel to Superman Returns, because there's going to include Brainiac. And I like the idea of Brainiac being there. And it's going to involve new Krypton. So maybe that that was something that piqued my interest when I heard about that. Because Brainiac is someone that we never seen in the Superman movie before. So I was like, that would have been really cool to see. Other stuff was probably Veronica Mars season 4 or 5. I think it was 4. Yeah, Veronica Mars season 4, because they were going to do her going to the FBI Academy. So the original season 4, not the one that just came out on Hulu, but the original one when they were planning it way back when. That one would have interested me. And there's so many shows that got canceled, but their writers were like, "Oh, we were going to do this for a season 2 or season 3." Like the Gates, I liked what they were talking about doing with that, so that was another one. But yeah, there's a lot of cancel stuff and stuff like that. Burning says Spider-Man 3 was Amazing Spider-Man 2. Before Amazing Spider-Man 2, there's so many things wrong with it that the only way to fix it is to start over from scratch. And they did. They did it with Amazing Spider-Man, and then they screwed that up too. I know a lot of people disagree with this. So there's like one group or the other. I think Tom Holland is the perfect Spider-Man right now. Sorry. I don't think the movies are perfect though. Okay? So I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I think the actor portrays Spider-Man perfectly. He does a great Peter Parker. He does a great Spider-Man. And I think Tobey Maguire did a good Peter Parker, and I think Andrew Garfield did a good Spider-Man. So Tom Holland is kind of like the child of both of them in the movie. So that's how I see it. But the Amazing Spider-Man movies to me weren't as bad as Spider-Man 3. Spider-Man 3 I think was bad, 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 bad. Then it was like Spider-Man 3, then Amazing Spider-Man 2. It was like right here. I still put Spider-Man 3 worse than Spider-Man the Amazing Spider-Man 2. So all I can think of when I think of Spider-Man 3 is the Saturday Night Fever walk. I hated that. That's like the one thing I really think of. But yeah, Any other failed things or canceled ideas that they had? I don't know. See, like there's some things I've heard about, but I didn't like the first one either. So like Power Rangers 2017, I did not like that movie. They wanted to do certain things with the second one. I'm okay that they never got to do it. So that's something I really was excited to see. Bernie says, "Are you looking forward to either Loki or Picard?" Picard, all the way, dude. Loki, I'm excited for all the Disney Plus stuff. Honestly, I am, because I want to see what they do with it. There's some things that they could actually build on in the like I was talking again earlier today with someone about how they can build up the Young Avengers TV series with the Disney Plus shows. You got WandaVision, right, where they could build up Hulkling, Speed, sorry, long day. Hulkling, Speed, and Wicked. They can do all those in one division. They can bring in Eli Bradley, Patriot, into uh, Falcon and Winter Soldier. You know, so they can start, and they got Hawkeye and Hawkeye. You got Kate and Hawkeye. So they can start building that up and building, instead of building to an Avengers movie or a Defenders Avengers TV show or an Defenders TV show, they can build up to a Young Avengers TV show. That would be really cool for me. Star Trek Picard, I'm really looking forward to Star Trek Picard though. Especially at the San Diego Comic Con, dude. I flipped my freaking head when I saw that. When I saw them bring out Jerry Ryan when she's just there, I was like, yes, they bring in Seven, because Star Trek Voyager is my favorite Star Trek, followed by Star Trek The Next Generation. So Voyager is my favorite Star Trek of all time. I don't care what anybody says, I love it. And I love that they brought in someone outside of Star Trek Next Generation, because I don't think anybody was expecting that. I think people were expecting, oh, they're going to bring in Riker, they're going to bring in Worf, they're going to bring in Troy, they're going to bring in Data, they're going to bring in Geordi, you know, they'll bring in Wesley, but no one ever thought that they would bring in 709, you know. So when she came on, I was like flipping out. So that one I really excited for. I can't wait for Picard. That's supposed to be early next year, so I can't wait. We got a couple more months. I can't wait. I want to see the short track, because that's going to build up to that. It's going to be right up to that. I'm going to be reading the comic book, and I'm going to read the novel too. I'll say this: the only good thing in Spider-Man 3 was Thomas Hayden Church as Sandman. I actually liked him a lot as Sandman. He was okay as Sandman, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't. I don't think anything was wrong with the actors. I don't think. I think it was the script was just a bad script. Sorry, long day again. But uh, I saw your meme, man. It's on Fantastic Four, and guess what? Matthew Vaughn wrote the treatment of the Scrap sequel. Good. It shouldn't. It shouldn't be there. That sequel shouldn't be there. That guy shouldn't be writing superhero movies. I'm sorry. Fantastic Four was the worst superhero movie I've ever, ever, ever seen. And that's what I would put it right up there with Catwoman. Like, comic book wise, I would say it's Catwoman is a little bit better than that. They totally screwed up the Fantastic Four in that movie. I hated it. Everything about that movie, I hated. It was just a horrible movie. And that's the only movie that Kat went to go see, and me and Kat talked about it. Not only after she saw it, but while she was seeing it. She was like, "Oh my god, this movie is horrible." I was like, "I told you, it was horrible." We were texting back and forth as she was watching it. She was just like, "I can't believe they're doing this." I'm like, "I know." um, so yeah, that one was horrible. I don't even remember what I gave it. I think I gave it like a quarter star. Um, and that's worse than Man of Steel for me. And Man of Steel is a bad movie too. I didn't like Man of Steel because I don't think it was actually a Superman movie. I think it was a Kal-El movie, and a different kind of Kal-El. I think it was like a alternate Superman movie. I don't think actually Clark Kent appeared in that movie at all. That's my opinion on it. I don't think Clark Kent. I know the character was in there, but I don't think Clark Kent, the soul of him, was actually in that movie. Matthew Vaughn getting right. That's what he only produced it. I know. I'm saying. I just don't think he should ever be a part of a movie. That's what I'm saying. He never should have been a part of a superhero movie. Not writing, not producing, not directing, not acting, nothing. Like I don't want him anywhere near. If he sees a movie on a shelf in a Target, I want him to walk away from that movie. That's how far away I want him from superhero comic book movies. He shouldn't even be able to look at them on the shelf on a in a store. So that's how bad I don't want him in there. No, I just think again, nothing to do with comic book movies. I don't think you should have anything to do with it. Writing, directing, producing, acting, buying, nothing. You should not be allowed near comic book movies. I did not like it. I just disagree with everything he did with that. But yeah, thank you for the questions, Burning. Let's see. You also say, oh, no. All right, that's it. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I forgot I could do this. Like, um, let's see. I forgot I could do this. So I'm just gonna show all the questions that you did ask. I forgot all about that. With StreamYard, you can do that. So I'm just gonna run this through real fast while I'm trying to kill time. I'll see you answer your next question. Yeah. So this is a little bit easier actually for me to read too when I do this. So I might do this. What did I think of Kick-Ass the comic book, or what did I think of Kick-Ass the movie? Because they're two different things. Um, I think the comics came out way too long. There was way too much time between each issue. I know everybody gives Doomsday Clock a hard time because it's 2 months. I think there was like years between issues of Kick-Ass. The movie was good. I liked the movie. I thought it was good. It wasn't the best movie, but it was a good movie. So I did like the Kick-Ass movie. What did you like? What did you think about the Kick-Ass movie? What did you think about the Kick-Ass comic book? Did you read both, or did you read and watch the movie? Did you read the book and watch the movie, or did you do one or the other, or none? Neither. I liked it. I liked them both. Again, I just wish the comic book didn't take years between issues. It's one of the few times that his art works, I think, in a book. Normally, I don't like his art, but I liked it there. Let me see. There were some good um, comic book movies that I think I like more than other people do. There's some that I hate more than other people do. Of course, not everybody hates the Fan Fortistic movie. I still disagree with you on the wait. Still disagree with you with the rest of the media mass, especially Tony, big time on Ralph Breaks the Internet. That's all right. That's a part of what we do. Is to get your ideas and your feedback as well. Again, we don't always agree when we do shows like that. If you see, we highly disagree with a lot of things. So I personally like Ralph Breaks the Internet. I didn't hate it. Um, I think I didn't like it as much as Tony did. If I remember correctly, I think Tony really enjoyed it. He got a lot more out of it than I did. I got a lot of the stuff he got out of it, but not all of it. So I think Tony got more enjoyment of that than me. And he said, as for Kick-Ass, I haven't read the comics, but I really liked it. I really liked it a lot. The sequel, I don't remember anything about it, which isn't a good sign. It's like the comic books, dude. You forget about it after a while, which is, again, not a good sign, like you said. So, but going back to the Media Madness, yeah, we do disagree on Media Madness a lot. Especially if you like watch maybe I think it was Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Half of us liked it, half of us did not like it. I think Tony and me tend to see eye to eye more than others on there. I think it was like mainly Kat and Mike were seeing eye to eye more, and me and Tony were seeing more eye to eye. So I know Tony and I see a lot of eye to eye on a lot of things, but of course we do disagree, even Tony and I. So I do appreciate Tony's and Mike's and Kat's opinions on stuff. I do agree. Appreciate all their opinions because that's it. Made Mike's viewpoint, like on Suicide Squad. Mike's viewpoint on the Joker and Harley really made me see their relationship a little bit differently when they were like in the vat of acid or whatever it was. He made me see that a little bit differently, which I liked. And that's what's good about Media Madness is that the converging of ideas makes you re-examine your own ideas in a way. Bernie says this is just me, but personally, I would accept no defense of Ralph Breaks Internet. That's fine, dude. Again, to each their own. Like, my opinions may not match up with yours on that, but we may agree on something else. We may both agree that another movie is fantastic or another movie is horrible. And we may disagree on everything. We may agree on everything, and that's the way it is. I'd like to hear your feedback, like especially like when we're doing a media match or something. I like to hear what people think about it. You said I do still like Media Madness. Thank you. I'm gonna be doing something similar to that on this channel. I'm waiting for to hear back from someone for when we could do my first show with that. It would be something like Media Madness, but be here on my channel. I'll have different people from different channels coming in and joining me. So it's going to be coming soonish. I don't know when, but I'm hoping soonish. I'm talking to a couple of people that I know and I collaborated with before. Is there any episode of Big Bang Theory you would consider the best in the whole series? Oh, that's so hard. That's so hard. There's so many great ones in that show. I don't know if it's the best. I'll just say ones that stick out to me the most. The one that I really like to watch the most when it comes on, I will pay attention to it. It's not my favorite one, but I think it's just the one I like to rewatch the most. And that's the one where Howard finds out about his father, where Sheldon finds that letter and he reads it, and then he tells Bernadette, and then Bernadette and Penny and Amy, and then he has to tell Raj and Leonard, and Howard's like, "Why did you do that?" And they all make up a little story about what the letter said, and one of them were true. I like that. I don't know why. I think it had all the humor, it had all the science, all the geek, and it had all the heart of that show in the one episode. So maybe that is my favorite episode. I don't know. But for now, I'll stick to that. I would legitimately like to join an actual Media Madness discussion with you guys. We'll see. I'm not sure what our next Media Madness is or when it is, honestly. But yeah, I'll put you down as I'll let Kat know that you're interested in being a part of it. And again, I'm doing something similar to that on here. It'll be a different thing. I'm going to have like Tony and stuff on like that for shows, movies and stuff. So yeah, I'll let of course our Discord, Comic Frontline Discord is the best way to find out things. What I'm going to be doing on here, what I'm going to be doing on here. But yeah, and you say, curious question: do you think Elsa should have remained the villain in Frozen, who redeems herself in the end? Me personally, I think so. Um, I can see that. Like, I can see. Honestly, I would have liked it either way, whether they did it like that or they did it the way that they did it. So either way would have been cool with me. I just hope that they don't give Anya like opposite powers of her. You know, like that's a lot of big rumors going around that Anya would have opposite powers of Elsa. You know, I think it makes Elsa stand out more. She is the one with the powers, and Anya doesn't have any. It honestly makes Anya stand out more. That she's just a human in this world. You know, so I like that too. Um, I'm looking forward to Frozen 2, though. I am going to look forward to that. I will be reviewing that um, on my channel on here. So, um, what did you think about it? Did you like the way that they executed it, even though you wanted it to be the other way? Did you like the way that they executed it? Though? Sorry, just typing something. All right. Let me see if there's anything else. Uh, what are some of your favorite underrated animated movies? Underrated? I don't know, because underrated again is subjective. Um, Animated movies. I really liked Atlantis, The Search for Atlantis, or what was that movie? I think it's called Search for Atlantis. The Atlantis movie, I like that. Let's see. I love the Hercules and Xena movie. I know a lot of people don't like that, but it's the animated Hercules and Xena movie. I like that. Let me see. What else? What other animated movies do I like? Underrated animated movies. I don't know. I like a lot of what I like, and I'm not sure how other people perceive them all. I know some of them are going to be underrated, but most of the ones I really like are ones that I think everybody like really likes. Let's see. Frozen 2, just from the trailers alone, that's about what both Ralph 2 and most of the direct-to-DVD sequels should have been. We'll have to see what. I think Aladdin did great sequels to their show, to their movie. The Aladdin sequels, I think they were great. Um, Closest Atlantis, the Lost Empire. Yes, there it goes. I couldn't think of the name of that for the life of me. But yeah, I do enjoy that movie. I love anything that has to do with that kind of stuff. So that was a good one. I like that movie quite a bit as well. You know that it's a legit good underrated anime film. Um, Coraline. Coraline. I'm not sure if I've seen that one. Let me see. Um, Let me see if I can see an image of that. Oh, I think I did see this. I don't remember it though, so I think I did see it. It looks familiar from the images I'm seeing, but I'm not sure if I saw it or not, honestly. So sorry, I'm not sure if I saw it. Um, I said most of the directed DVD sequels. The only good ones were Aladdin, 3, the Lion King sequels, and Cinderella 3. I thought that Aladdin 2 was good too. Return of Jafar, I thought that was pretty good. So I liked all 3 Aladdin movies. I think they were all great. Um, and I like the TV show too. I used to watch that. I used to watch that on Disney Afternoon. which we don't have anymore. We don't have TV blocks of cartoons or kids blocks on TV anymore because it's well, we got Cartoon Network, we got Disney XD. We don't need a whole programming. Yes, you do. You still need programming on channels for kids to watch in blocks. It's good. Um, Cinderella 3 would have thought a time travel Cinderella story could work as well as it did. I think I have the DVD. I don't think I watched it, honestly. I think I have it. I don't even think I opened it yet. It's one of those things where I bought the DVD because I want to watch it, but I have not had a chance to watch it yet. Because, again, I watch so much TV. I watch so many movies that I don't get a chance to watch everything. Would you choose Code Geass over Gargoyles? Ooh, that's hard. Dude, that is hard. I love Gargoyles. I love Code Geass. I don't know. I don't know if I could. Like, if I had to watch one or the other, which one would I watch? Or like something like that. I guess I would put Code Geass because Code Geass had a good beginning, middle, and end as a whole series. Gargoyles was a good beginning, middle, and then it at the end because it became the Goliath Chronicles. So I would say Code Geass, yeah, just because it had a complete overarch story. Let's see. I watch a ton of TV and movies. Somehow I keep up with everything. Me too. I do too. I mean, and I rewatch old things, and I read 70 plus books, comic books a week. So and I do all my shows and I do everything like that. So I mean, it's just Cinderella 3 is not a priority for me. Like it's not like one of those things where I'm like, oh, I really need to watch that. I'm really looking forward to that movie. So I think that's why I did not watch it yet. But dang, you got me with that Code Geass and Gargoyles because I love Gargoyles because it takes literature that we don't like. We don't have a show that we never had a show, and I don't think we've ever had one after that that has utilized stuff like Shakespeare in it. You know, that is something so interesting to me that they were able to do that. I highly recommend you watch. Let me say, Bone Tomahawk. Let me see, Bone Tomahawk. Let me see that one. Let's see. Ah, I think I did watch that. Kurt Russell. Right, that's Kurt Russell. Yeah, I think I did watch that. I think I have seen this one. So I think I did see that one. I'm not sure of it offhand. Probably if I watch a couple minutes of it, I'll remember exactly what it was. But looking at it, it looks like I did watch it. Uh, let's see, movies that I watch that I would recommend to someone. Of course, animated series Code Geass is my number one. I always recommend that. Gargoyles is my number two. I would recommend. Um, Movies though, I don't know. Like there's some good movies out there. If I was recommending Star Trek, I would say Voyager, Next Generation, Enterprise, DS9, next the original. Like that's my order. Um, and then I probably Discovery after that, or Discovery maybe. Yeah, Discovery after the original series. But I know a lot of people hate that I put DS9 so far down, but it's different. Like it's a different. It's not Star Trek fully to me. It's more about the conflict, and Star Trek is not about conflict. So, not that kind of conflict. It's not about like wars and stuff. Star Trek is more about resolving conflict, and this is more about building conflict. So that's why I did not like Star Trek DS9 as much. And I really hate what they put out for Star Trek Deep Space Nine season 8, the theoretical season, which would take place 20 years after season 7 or something like that, and it would have like what's his name? I can't think of his name right now. Nog. I couldn't think of Nog's name. They would have like Nog get killed in the very first episode. And Kira's running. She's the Vedic, or no, I think she was the Kai, and she has an army of Jem'Hadar soldiers, and you got Julian running Section 31, and stuff like that. I'm gonna be wrapping this up in like 5 minutes, so let me see. This says, which is the worst movie out of the bunch? Joe Schumacher's Batman movies, Catwoman, Fan Four Stick, Superman 4, Batman 5, Superman the Ghost Rider movies, or Ang Lee. Superman? Like, are you? Oh, Batman v Superman. I'm sorry. I saw Superman v. I thought it was Superman 5. Batman 5. All right, Batman vs Superman. Okay. I'll put these in actually order. Okay. Fan Four Stick. That's the worst. Catwoman is right next to that. Batman v Superman, Ghost Rider, Ang Lee's Hulk, then the Joe Schumacher Batman movies. And I say that because I can laugh at those movies. That's why they're the best ones out of them, because I can laugh at them. I can have fun watching them. I can shut off like, oh, this is supposed to be a serious Batman movie. No, it's just a slapstick, comedy. It's like the 1960s. It's like Batman 66 show. It's not meant to be serious. It's meant to be silly and stupid, and I can take it as that. But that's a nice selection there. And Superman 4, it's not. It was a bad one. Batman v Superman, though, I hate it because it had so many problems. Martha, who's one? Yeah, that just pissed me off. The whole Martha thing pissed me off. Because all you need to do to defeat Batman is say Martha. Like that was just so horrible. And then Lois Lane swimming underneath and grabbing the spear. That was stupid. Catwoman is the worst. The Spanish Fan Four Stick is still nowhere near that pile of crap. Disagree wholeheartedly on stuff like Batman and Robin. It's not even so bad and funny. For me, it is. For me, I can laugh at it. Batman and Robin is surprisingly boring a lot of the times. I can still laugh at them. Like, I can still laugh at that movie. Holy rusty metal, Batman. What? It's the ground. It's rusty metal. It's got holes. I can laugh at that. Those are just little things that I can laugh at. Chicks dig the car. I think that was Batman Forever, though, those things. And Batman Robin. I don't know. I can live with them. I can live with those movies. If I had to watch those movies, like if I had to be stuck somewhere where I was watching those movies constantly, I could do it. I think. I don't think it would be like, oh my god, I have to watch these movies every day. I think I would gouge my eyes out if I had to watch Batman v Superman every day, or Fan Four Stick, or Catwoman. Like those are horrible movies. I think if I had to watch them, I would just rather cut my eyes out than watch them every day. Stuff my ears with cotton and keep my eyes shut or something. I would not want to watch those movies. That rusty metal joke was the only thing I remember laughing at. Again, like, see, you could laugh at it, though. I didn't laugh at anything in Batman v Superman, Fan Four Stick. I didn't laugh at anything in Catwoman. I just was like, oh, God, this is horrible for all of them. All three of those movies, I just thought were horrible. They were just no good. Again, Superman 4, I can laugh at it because it's stupid, It was a stupid movie. Even though it did try to take itself seriously, it was just a stupid movie. But yeah, all right. I'm gonna get ready to wrap this up. So I just want to remind everyone that if you're watching this post live, thank you, Burning, for being here and answering so many great questions and having a good conversation. Again, I will contact Kat and let her know that you want to be on that episode of Media Menace. I'm not sure when our next one will be. I'm not sure what it's going to be on, but they're not as regular as they used to be. Let's see. Catwoman is embarrassing, honestly, more so than Fred Forster. That's a bad movie that is that tried at times. Says thanks for the oddball talk, Jay. Hey, that's what I do. I do oddball talk. That's gonna be my new slogan. Um, Comic book theater, oddball talk. But yeah, I love it. I love chatting here. That's why I do these because I love interacting with people and talking about stuff. So again, I'm gonna be doing a new show on here. I'm not sure when it's gonna start, but I'm waiting for a couple people to get back to me on stuff so I know when I can schedule it. But I will be doing some Star Trek talking track with Jesse and Justin when new episodes come out. So that will always be on here now. Command Center stuff that's here. It's coming up. It's gonna be a different thing. I'm gonna be doing the comic book club. That would be on my channel from now on. It's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a different thing. Again, TTIJ, that's going to be coming up. Again, that would be something new for my channel. Until then, I got my Power Ranger Beast Wars reviews. 18 should be up sometime tomorrow or Monday because I think it comes on tonight, like 3 o'clock in the morning or something like that tonight. So I'm going to stay up and watch that. And then I'm going to have a review for this bad boy right here, Fighting Evil Green Ranger and Mighty Morphin Putty. So these two are coming up. I think it's pretty cool. The head on the sculpt and all that, I think it's cool. I know a lot of people don't like it. My helmet doesn't look that bad. Some of it is very off too. My helmet doesn't look like that. And Goldar will be coming up. So I'm also going to be making something for my Power Ranger Lightning figure collection of figures. So that would be coming up too. I'm gonna be doing a video on how I did that and all that. So yeah, that's everything for the show. Stay tuned for next month. I will be doing one. I'll try to do it a little bit earlier than the last day of the month. But yeah, it's just again busy summer, busy month. Stay tuned. There'll be more coming up as always. And thank you everybody. Thank you for watching. You're watching Post Live, and thank you Extra for doing some oddball talk with me. Until then, may power protect you, live long and prosper, and up and away.